Hi, I'm Jenny from Trackside Model Railroading. In the last episode of the White Line Rail Systems, we watched the CSX working in Miami, Florida. And now we're back to see the crew work Miami produce and Miami iron and metal.
Trackside Model Railroading, where the hobby comes to life.
A trucker hurries across the tracks on the little spur that dead ends at Miami Produce. The CSX locomotive backs down the spur with a boxcar and couples to a refrigerated car down by the produce company. That's Providora Huron just across the tracks. Miami Produce is the brown building to the left. The crew pulls the car out, switches back onto the main, and sets the reefer out. As they pull forward with the single car, we see that the police have pulled over that van we saw earlier turning down the side street, and they appear to be searching the vehicle. They back down the spur to Miami Produce and leave the heavily tagged boxcar at the company. We watch some more switching as 2738 eases past Northwest 12th Avenue with an empty high-side gondola. The center track here is the main. The track the locomotive is heading down is the spur to Miami Iron and Metal, which is located right next to the Miami River. There are two loaded scrap metal cars that will have to be pulled out and set aside before the crew can spot the empty car. We're cautious as we're close to the river and we notice there's an alligator in the brush. We watch as the crew sets the cars out on the main and then switches back onto the Miami Iron and Metal spur to leave the car for loading. That delivery driver must be on lunch. He was sitting there when we arrived. We catch one last shot of Miami Produce before we call it a day. We will be producing more short episodes of model railroad videos. Be sure to subscribe and follow us to be notified when we release a new one.